Hi students, I am 𝗘𝗽𝗍, Tail in Political Science, Government Junior College, Kachiguda. So in the last class, we started discussing about the model paper which is released by the Telangana Board of Intermediate for the year 2021. Okay, so far we are done with two sections, section A and section B, and we also understood the question paper pattern that will be given for us in the annual examinations. Okay, so far we discussed about section A and we also talked about questions which are given in the model question paper, and we also finished talking about section B questions which are given in the model paper. Okay, now let's move on to section C. So as we discussed before, section C contains very short questions. Okay, answer any 15 of the following questions in not exceeding 5 lines each. Each question carries 2 marks. Okay, 15 into 2 is 30. So section C is for 30 marks, and question numbers 23 to 47 belongs to the section C. Okay, in total there are 25 questions. You are expected to write 15 questions. Okay, each question will carry 2 marks. 15 into 2, that makes 30. Last class lo manamu మోడల్ ప్రశ్న పత్రం గురించి చర్చించుకుంటున్నాం. మోడల్ ప్రశ్న పత్రంలో భాగంగా మనకి ఎలాంటి ప్రశ్న పత్రం రాబోతుందో అనే అంశాలను ఎలాంటి మోడల్లో రాబోతుందో మనం తెలుసుకోవడం అనేది జరిగింది. ఓకే, సో దాంట్లో భాగంగా సెక్షన్ ఏబిసిల గురించి చెప్పుకున్నాం వివరంగా. అలానే క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా సెక్షన్ ఏకి సంబంధించి సెక్షన్ బికి సంబంధించినటువంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ లో మనము చర్చించుకోవడం అనేది జరిగింది. ఓకే, సో ఈ రోజు క్లాస్ లో మనం ఏం తెలుసుకుంటామంటే సెక్షన్ సిలో ఏవే ప్రశ్నలు ఇవ్వడం అనేది జరిగిందో తెలుసుకోవడం అనేది జరుగుతుంది. సో సెక్షన్ సి విషయానికి వస్తే, సెక్షన్ సిలో ఈ క్రింది వాటిలో ఏవైనా 15 ప్రశ్నలకు సమాధానాలు రాయండి. ప్రతి ప్రశ్నకు 2 మార్కులు. ఓకే, సో ఇవన్నీ ఈ సెక్షన్ సిలో ఇచ్చేటువంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ అన్ని కూడా అతి స్వల్ప సమాధాన ప్రశ్నలు. ఓకే, వెరీ షార్ట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ కాబట్టి ఇవి 5 లైన్స్ లోపల రాయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, ప్రతి ప్రశ్నకు కూడా 2 మార్కులు ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది. ఓకే, ఈ సెక్షన్ లో మనం టోటల్ గా 15 ప్రశ్నలకు సమాధానాలు రాయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఒక విషయం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి, క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 23 నుంచి 23వ ప్రశ్న నుండి 47వ ప్రశ్న వరకు ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అవన్నీ కూడా ఓకే 2 మార్కుల ప్రశ్నలుగా, సెక్షన్ సికి సంబంధించినటువంటి ప్రశ్నలుగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, సెక్షన్ సిలో ఏం క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయి అనేది మనము తెలుసుకుందాం. ఓకే, సో మూవింగ్ ఆన్ టు క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 23. క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 23 says define political science. Okay, question number 24, behavioralism. Okay, these 2 questions are from first chapter itself. Okay, next moving on to question number 25, what is government? Question number 26, what is society? Question number 27, monistic theory of sovereignty. Okay, so these 25, 26 and 27 belongs to second chapter. Okay, సెక్షన్ సిలో భాగంగా 23వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి రాజనీతి శాస్త్రాన్ని నిర్వచించండి. తర్వాత 24వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి ప్రవర్తనవాదం. ఓకే, ఈ 2 ప్రశ్నలు 23, 24 ఫస్ట్ చాప్టర్ నుండే ఇవ్వడం అనేది జరిగింది. తర్వాత 25వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి సమాజం అంటే ఏమిటి, 26వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి ప్రభుత్వం అంటే ఏమిటి, 27వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి ఏకత్వ సార్వభౌమాధికారం. ఓకే, ఇవన్నీ ఈ 3 ప్రశ్నలు కూడా సెకండ్ చాప్టర్ నుంచి మనకి ఇవ్వడం అనేది జరిగింది. నౌ లెట్స్ లుక్ ఎట్ క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 28. క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 28 says constitutional law. Okay, question number 29, mention any 4 safeguards of liberty. Okay, then question number 30, social justice. Question number 31, write about Marxism. Question number 32, non-violence. క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 33 సివిల్ డిజోబీడియన్స్. ఓకే, సో 28వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి రాజ్యాంగ శాసనం. రాజ్యాంగ శాసనం అంటే ఏమిటి? 29వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి స్వేచ్ఛకు గల ఏవైనా 4 పరిరక్షణలను తెలపండి. ఓకే, క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 30వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి సామాజిక న్యాయం అంటే ఏమిటి? క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 31 ప్రశ్న 31 వచ్చేసేసి మార్క్సిజం గురించి రాయండి. 32వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి అహింస గురించి రాయండి. క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ ప్రశ్న 33వ ప్రశ్న విషయానికి వస్తే శాసన ఉల్లంఘన. ఓకే, ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఓకే. క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 28, 29, 30 బిలాంగ్స్ టు చాప్టర్ 4. 31, 32, 33 బిలాంగ్స్ టు చాప్టర్ నెంబర్ 5. ప్రశ్నలు 28, 29, 30 ఏవైతే ఇవ్వడం జరిగిందో అవి 4వ చాప్టర్ లో ఉంటాయి. ఈ 31, 32, 33వ ప్రశ్నలు అనేవి 5వ చాప్టర్ నుండి మనకి ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. నౌ లెట్స్ మూవ్ ఆన్ టు క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 34, క్లాసిఫై రైట్స్ ఆర్ క్లాసిఫికేషన్ ఆఫ్ రైట్స్. ఓకే, క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 5 moral rights. Question number 35 is natural rights. Question number 36 is moral duties. Okay, these are from chapter 6. Okay, classification of rights, natural rights and moral duties. Okay, moving on to question number 37, define democracy. Moving on to question number 38, what is indirect democracy? Then question number 39, what is public opinion? Okay, these 37, 38 and 39 from chapter 8. Okay, then moving on to question number 40, what is secularism? And question number 41, what is a theocratic state? Okay, 34వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి హక్కుల వర్గీకరణ. 35వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి సహజ హక్కుల గురించి తెలపండి. 36వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి నైతిక విధులు. ఇవన్నీ కూడా 6వ చాప్టర్ నుంచి ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. ఓకే, 37 వచ్చేసేసి ప్రజాస్వామ్యాన్ని నిర్వచించండి. 38 పరోక్ష ప్రజాస్వామ్యం గురించి తెలపండి. పరోక్ష ప్రజాస్వామ్యం అంటే ఏమిటి? 39 వచ్చేసేసి ప్రజాభిప్రాయం అంటే ఏమిటి? ఓకే, ఈ 37, 38, 39వ ప్రశ్నలు అనేవి మనకి 8వ చాప్టర్ నుంచి ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. ఓకే, 40వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి లౌకిక రాజ్యం అంటే ఏమిటి? తర్వాత 41 వచ్చేసేసి మతపరమైనటువంటి రాజ్యం అంటే ఏమిటి? 40 వచ్చేసేసి లౌకికవాదం, 41 వచ్చేసేసి మతపరమైనటువంటి రాజ్యం అంటే ఏమిటి? ఓకే, ఈ 2 ప్రశ్నలు కూడా 9వ చాప్టర్ నుంచి. లెట్స్ లుక్ ఎట్ ద అదర్ questions. Question number 42 says, what is constitution? Okay, what do you mean by constitution? Question number 43, what is a rigid constitution? Question number 44, what is preamble? Question number 45, question number 42, 43, 44 belongs to 10th chapter in very short questions. Okay, question number 45, what are the various organs of government and what are they? Okay, how many organs of government are there and what are they? Then what is the theory of separation of powers? This is question number 46. And last and final question, what is bicameralism? Okay, this is question number 47. These are from chapter 11. Okay, 42వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి రాజ్యాంగం అంటే ఏమిటి? 43వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి దృఢ రాజ్యాంగం అంటే ఏమిటి? 44వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి రాజ్యాంగ ప్రవేశిక అంటే ఏమిటి? ఓకే, ఈ ప్రశ్నలన్నీ కూడా 10వ చాప్టర్ నుంచి ఇవ్వడం అనేది జరిగింది. 45వ ప్రశ్న. ఓకే, 45వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి ప్రభుత్వాంగాలు ఎన్ని, అవి ఏవి? 46వ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి అధికార పరుత్కరణ సిద్ధాంతం గురించి తెలపండి. ఓకే, తర్వాత లాస్ట్ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి లాస్ట్ ప్రశ్న వచ్చేసేసి రిషభ విధానం అంటే ఏమిటి? ఈ యొక్క ఓకే, ఇవన్నీ కూడా 47 ప్రశ్నలు మనకి ఈ ప్రశ్న పత్రంలో ఇవ్వడం అనేది జరిగింది. వాట్ వి విల్ డూ ఇస్ వి విల్ టేక్ వన్ బై వన్ క్వశ్చన్ అండ్ డిస్కస్ దట్ హౌ యూ షుడ్ బి expected, you are expected to write in the examination. Okay, of course all these chapters are already discussed in a detailed manner much before. You can also refer those videos. Okay, so to make it easy for all of you, for all the students, we would like to discuss question by question which are there in this particular model paper. Of course, after discussing this model paper, we will be also doing certain important questions which are not part of this model paper also, right? So here in section A, actually the first question that is given for us is define political science and explain its scope. So as I told you before, this is the first and foremost and important question as far as IPE is concerned. Okay, this question is been getting repeated almost each and every year. So therefore, my personal request to all the students is to go through this question thoroughly. Okay, so now let's look at the answer for this. Okay, so first we need to write a small introductory part which contains 2 to 3 lines or 4 lines, not much. Okay, so first we should write what is political science. Political science is an independent social science. Okay, political science as a subject deals with the state, society, and various institutions. Okay, that are existing. Okay, so in a simple sense, we have to write that political science discusses about the state government as well as various political institutions that are existing across the world. Okay, this much of introduction will do. And we also have to mention one more simple line. The father of political science is Aristotle. Okay, this line also you have to include in the introductory part. Okay, first we are saying political science is an independent social science. It deals with the state, government, and other political institutions across the world. Okay, and Aristotle is the father of political science. Okay, so this much we have to mention in the introduction. Of course, you can add or you can make changes according to your answer. Okay, there is no guarantee that you should write only the way which we are telling here. Not like that. You can make certain changes, okay, according to your convenience. Okay, then you have to write meaning of political science. Okay, so the term politics has been derived from Greek term polis, which means city state. Okay, this have to be mentioned very clearly. The term politics has been derived from which language? Greek language. The term is polis. The meaning of polis is city state. And one more term, the polity. The term polity has also been derived from Greek term politia. Okay, the Greek term politia, which means government or constitution. Okay, this is the meaning of political science. This much you are expected to write. 2 Greek terms. One is polis, okay, from which we have derived politics. Okay, then one more word, polity, is being derived from politia. These are two Greek terms. Polis means city states, politia means government or constitution. Then you have to move to the definition. See, this is a very important part of the question. Define political science. So you have to must and should write, okay, at least 2 definitions. 2 definitions will do for your answer. Okay, so as it is an important part of the question, Definitions, always remember dear students, you cannot change the definitions. Definitions should be written as it is. Okay, because these are the opinions which are given by various thinkers. Okay, these are not our views. Those are the views which are already been given by various thinkers. So we cannot change those definitions. Okay, so you have to write two definitions. Okay, whichever are convenient for you, you have to choose. Here I am telling you two definitions. One is J.W. Garner. J.W. Garner says political science begins and ends with the state. Okay, according to him, the subject of political science is totally related to the state itself. The discussion of the political science actually begins with the state, and the political science discussion ends only with the state. Okay, so whatever that are existing within the state about all those political aspects, the political science as a subject will discuss. This is the opinion of J.W. Garner. Okay, then moving on to the second definition. Second definition is Lasswell and Kaplan. Okay, Lasswell and Kaplan, according to them, political science is as an empirical inquiry is the study of shaping and sharing of power. Okay, so Lasswell and Kaplan, they are of the view that political science deals with the power, how the power is grabbed and how the power is distributed, how the power is shaped and how the power is divided between the people. Okay, according to them, that itself is the politics. In a simple sense, according to them, political science is a study of power. Okay, according to Lasswell and Kaplan. Okay, so after writing these two definitions, okay, you can write other definitions also, as I told you before. Okay, then you have to move to the scope. In a simple line, you have to sum up what is a scope. So keep the heading as a scope, and under scope you have to write political science scope includes the subject matter that is studied in the political science. This is a single line you have to write. Okay, what is scope also we have to say. Scope is nothing but the subject matter which is discussed in the political science. That is the scope of political science. Okay, after writing this, then you have to start writing the points. There are 9 points here. Okay, so what is the first point? First point says relationship of man with society, state and government. This is the first and foremost heading. Okay, so you have to write this as a heading, underline it neatly, and you have to write the answer. Okay, the matter which is related to that heading. So political science is concerned with the relationship with man, with society as well as with the state. So the first discussion of the political science actually begins from the relationship of man with state and society. What kind of relationship that man has with society and state. Okay, so that's why Aristotle says man is a social animal. That means, and he also says man is also a political animal. That means it is very much evident for the human being to stay in the society. No human being can stay out of the society. Okay, so therefore Aristotle calls man as a social animal as well as political animal. He cannot stay away from the politics also. Some way or the other, every individual is connected with politics. Okay, so therefore Aristotle says man is a social animal as well as political animal. So this much if you can write, that will be enough. Okay, in the first heading you have to say political science is concerned with the perennial relationship between man, society and as well as the state. Okay, and you also have to mention what Aristotle says. Aristotle says man is a social animal as well as a political animal. Okay, then now Moving on to the second one. What is the second point? Study of state. So, political science majorly discusses about the state, right? So, what kind of issues it will discuss? It will discuss about the evolution of the state, various theories of the state, and what is the nature and structure and functioning of the state, and it also discusses about the state in relationship with the citizens. Okay, all these important points you have to mention. Okay, so political science as a subject discusses about the evolution of the state, development of the state, nature and structure and functioning of the state, and not only that, it also tells us various theories of origin of the state, how the state has been originated, how the state have been evolved from time to time. And finally, it also discusses about the relationship between state as well as the citizens. Okay, this much if you can write, that will be enough. Of course, political science in detail, it also discusses in other words we can say political science discusses about the past, about the state, about the past, okay, present as well as the futuristic aspect of the state also. But in a simple sense, to make easy during the examination, you can write this simply. That will be more than enough. Okay. Then moving on to the third point. Third point is study of government. Okay. Study of government. Political science is also studies about the government. Okay. Whenever we have state, we need also to have government. Government is also very important. So therefore, political science as a subject discusses about the nature, structure and functioning of the government. Okay. What does government will do also it will discuss. What does government will do? The government will formulate and expresses the will of the state. Okay. In other words, we can say the state functions only with the help of the government. So therefore, political science tells us, okay, the functioning of the government. Not only this, political science also tells us about the various forms of government, okay, and different organs of government, and also finally we have to mention that merits as well as demerits of government. Okay, so what are the various forms of government it will discuss? It will also, along with while discussing about the various merits and demerits of government, it will also touch about the various aspects, various merits as well as demerits of government, and it also talks about various organs of government, that is legislature, executive and judiciary. Okay, this much you have to write. So simply to make it simple for you, you have to write political science also deals with the government. Okay, political science explains us about the nature, structure and functioning of the government. It also tells us about the various forms of government and organs of the government, and also merits and demerits of the government. Okay, so this much if you can mention, that's more than enough. Then moving on to the fourth point, that is political science studies about the various associations and institutions. Okay, so as we discussed, every human being is related to the politics. So there are various associations and institutions which can influence the life of the human beings. Okay, so as human beings are in the society, their lifestyle will be influenced by various associations as well as institutions. So political science gives us the information about the various associations as well as institutions. So as part of that, it will tell us the structure and various functions of the various associations as well as institutions. Okay, and what kind of impact it is going to show on the human beings' life. Okay, politically and socially. Of course, it also talks about voluntary organizations. Okay, political science also focuses on voluntary organizations and its impact on the political life of the human beings. Okay, so like this, political science discusses about the various institutions and various associations, their nature, structure and functioning, and what kind of influence or impact it will have on the human being's life. Okay, so especially political organizations, religious organizations, family organizations, whatever it is, voluntary organizations, about all these information we can get only from political science, only by studying political science. Then next, moving on to the fifth point, political science studies about the rights as well as duties. So this is very, very important. Each and every individual will have certain rights as well as the duties. So how do we know our rights? We can know our rights by studying political science. So political science gives us the information about rights and various duties of the citizens. Okay, especially nowadays we are discussing about various rights like political rights, civil rights, okay, in the society. Okay, it also discusses about various duties. What kind of duties we have? We have to obey the laws, we have to pay the taxes. All these can be, okay, considered to be the important duties of the citizens. So, in a simple sense, what you have to understand is political science studies about the rights as well as the duties of citizens. It concentrates on civil rights, political rights, legal rights, etc. Okay, and also it tells us about various duties like paying taxes, obeying the laws, etc. Okay, if you can write this much, be more than enough. Then next, moving on to the sixth point, national and international issues. Okay, political science also discusses national issues, that means issues which are within the country like sovereignty, independence, territorial integrity. Okay, all these are some of the national issues. And political science also discusses about the international issues which are happening outside of the country, like which have got international importance, like armament, disarmament, okay, Cold War, and about international organizations. Okay, all these will come under the international relations. So therefore, what you have to write is political science as a subject, okay, focuses on both national issues as well as international issues. Under national issues, it will focus on territorial integrity, independence and sovereignty of the state, of the nation state. Okay, when it comes to the international aspects, it focuses on armament, disarmament, Cold War, okay, and various international organizations, etc. Okay, then moving on to the seventh point, that is comparative politics. Okay, political science studies about the comparative politics and various types of governments that are existing across the world. So political science gives us the information about various types of, various forms of government, and its functioning which are existing across the world. And it also tells us about various political systems that are existing contemporarily right now. Okay, it also gives us the information about contemporary happenings, okay, contemporary system across the world. It not only gives us the information about the various types of governments in the world, and it also tells us about the various political systems. Okay, this is nothing but comparative politics. That means we will be comparing the various governments of the various countries. Okay, comparison means the word itself suggests that. Okay, then moving on to the eighth point, that is modern political analysis. Modern political analysis, under modern political analysis, political science discusses in the 20th century, the discussion of political science have been shifted and it is emphasizing on shaping and sharing of power. That means the study of political science has been shifted to the study of power. And as part of the modern political analysis, it concentrates on various other aspects like political socialization, political culture, interest articulation. Okay, like this, it also concentrates on various aspects. Then moving on to the 9th point, political science is the study of policy making. Okay, political science is also considered to be the study of policy science. Okay, it is studies about the various policies that are formulated by the governments from time to time.